Come here, come closer. Welcome to this channel. Today, I'm going to be talking about something, something that almost killed me, Look, I graduated as a civil engineer. And immediately after that, I worked hard labor. By that I mean I was a foreman. I was as surprised as you. I mean, after all those 4 years of hard work, sleepless nights, COVID came, and now I'm working hard labor. I was like, what is this? Is it me? Oh. Lifting timber on my back because we were making like a timber stadium sort of. So I was lifting timber on my back, digging holes. Working like a laborer. Well, it's a good job. It's a good job for those who don't have degrees and who are struggling. It's a good job. It pays. But after those 4 years of working hard to earn your degree, and then you are now using this, You're now digging holes. Imagine, how do you feel? It was me thinking, Mexi, how are my ancestors looking down at me like that, Then I decided one thing. I don't want to do that because I'm used to working at office. I don't want to be on site. I want to be a civil engineer at office. Because the work that I was doing, it was a workshop for 4 months. And how I got that, I didn't read the instructions well because I thought, well, this workshop will be a great start for me when I applied for it. I didn't read because in the thing, I don't blame the people who also gave the thing. I think they were making it more tastier, more attractive because it was like, you want to join us? We are building a sustainable stadium using timber. And I was like, it means I'll be using my structural methods here. I'll be working with the architectures because it was full of architects. Little did I know, it meant you're going to be a foreman. You're going to be holding this, a timber. And when I say timber, electrical posts, do you see how tall those things are? Hey, my guy, I was doing gym without going to the gym. I was doing that, and I was devastated. Mind you, I don't like those kind of work. I don't. Yeah, shout out to those people who do it, but for me, I won't. I was not even working under engineers. So to me, this was no experience that I needed, really. I was working with and under architects, a bunch of architects. Yo. I kept asking myself, am I wasting my time here? What am I doing? Am I wasting my time here? Then I stopped and thought for a moment. My parents were behind me all this way when I was still thinking about ways to stop doing this. They were like, my son, the job will come. Parents are always supportive. But I was like, no, mama, no, big X, no. I did not go to school for me to suffer. I did not. And believe you me, I was going through a lot at the time. But you don't want to show it because your parents are the first people to see when you're suffering, right? So I did not want to show it. So forgive me for the echo. I know the echo is echoing. So forgive me for the echo. This hall is big and I don't have a mic. It's very big. Yeah, I was going through all that. We were working like laborers. We worked from morning till evening. From 9 to 5. Actually, was it 9 to 5? No, 7 to 5. 7 to 4 to 5. And we're working with, I don't blame, like I said, I don't blame them because I was hungry for a job and I applied. They did not force me to apply and I agreed to go on site. They did not even give me work equipment. I used my own equipment. They even asked me, do you have a work equipment? This is a workshop. I was like, I have it. And after that workshop, they were like, because the workshop took like 2 weeks. They were like, if you still want to continue, there's a package. The workshop we were doing it unpaid. It was unpaid labor. And like, if you want to continue, there's a package. We will give you a little bit of peanuts for you to continue. I was like, hell no, not me, my friends, not me. I've done the dirty work already. I'm not gonna repeat that. Besides, I hate working with architects. Because we fight for simple things. You know, architects and civil engineers, especially structurally based or specifically for structural engineers. Like, I love structural engineering. Architects, most of the time, oh, your headache. Yeah, some architects are good. Like the one I worked with in my other big projects, he was good. Some are assholes, big assholes. No. So, a degree gave me knowledge, but then the real world came and was like, hey, what are you doing? There I was like, corner guys. I did not sign for this. My mom was like, oh, it's a test. You have to go through this. God is with you. He's giving you a stepping stool you need. I was like, God, I don't know if you hear me, but this is not for me, you know. I love being at the office, visiting sites occasionally, not being on site. Yeah, it was hard. It was hard. Oh no, I almost broke my camera. Hopefully everything is on point. Yeah, it was hard. Like, for me, it was really, really hard. What ended up happening was, after the 2 years, 2 weeks, I quit and I went to look for another job. And to be honest, now looking back at it, but at the time, like I was saying, I felt discouraged. I felt disrespected in some way or another. But now thinking about it, it helped me understand the work on site, because you know, when you're designing things and then just sending it on site, people are working on site, are going through the hardships of having to understand what you're trying to do and having to understand all that it's hard while you're on site, having a supervisor telling you, hey, you're doing it wrong, left, right, center. Sometimes we would, for instance, I remember one day we dug a hole and we realized late that the hole we dug, we are going to face difficulties because it needed to be deeper, and the surface we reached was harder. It was a rock and it was very hard. The surface was very hard. So now we had to get different ways of digging, right? Before we were digging with shovels, and now we have to find different ways. Oh my Lord! Hey, we're gymming. We're exercising, drilling the rock, almost endangering yourself. We don't have safety people on site because they are trying to do an economical thing, and that's why we need safety. Safety people, we need you at all times, because that almost killed us. So, it was the beginning of me being an engineer. Yeah, I had internships in India, and most of my internships that I had were inside a building, because I love being in a building, designing and all that. So now coming on site and seeing all that, I was like, I that's not me. That's not me. You can do it, I cannot do it. I was like that, you know. But I do appreciate the fact that I've got to learn a lot about being an engineer. Both on site and both inside the building, because it helped me. Yep, this has been your boy Maxi Mabula. I was sharing a little bit of my first ever job after graduation. Hey, it almost moored me, you know, it almost finished me. I was gone. Hey, I was getting tired. And for that, I appreciate my parents for always sticking around for me, because hey, it was hardship. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do the most, so I can keep you updated with my lifestyle. Thank you. Saludos.